guys, Josh from Smith Boys Racing. Josh Smith presents from Beside Cars. Just wanted to do a quick video just on TIG welding, just a few basics. I'm sure everyone's heard the term TIG before. You probably didn't know what it was. So it's actually it's an acronym. Stands for tungsten inert gas. So if you break that down, have a tungsten electrode. Then you have inert gas, which in this case is 100% pure argon. MIG welding, you'd be using a argon and a CO2 blend, but this process, TIG, is pure argon. You can actually buy the bottles now, so they're about $400 or so for a bottle. You swap them as you go. It's quite handy rather than having the BOC hire rental. You save the cost on the rental. So just go into a few basics here. You have your cups. These are the older style cups with a diffuser. Don't really use them anymore. They've made these gas lenses now. This is what I'm running. They actually have a little diffuser screen in them, so they work similar to your tap, and they diffuse the shielding gas a lot better. Come in various sizes. These are the cups that go with them. You have 7, 8s. So if you're wondering what they actually mean, they're actually talking about 16ths. So that's a 7/16 cup, which is about 11 millimeters. 8 is 8/16 or ½ inch. So like a 13mm cup. Then you get into your back cap. It's my trademark is dropping stuff, as you can see. Back caps, you can get various length back caps. If you're welding in awkward positions, you can run a really short one, cut your tungsten in half. Then you get into your tungstens. Red is for mild steel, stainless. DC negative electrode, that's a thoriated one. They come in various sizes also, 2.4 millimeters for over 60 amps. You can run at 1.6, they also come in 1.6 size. These are good for less than 60 amps. Then you get into your aluminium. It's a white, it's zirconiated. You use those for aluminium. You also get black, which I'm using now, it's a lanthiated rod. These will actually do mild steel and AC aluminium. You can also get a grey, which is a seriated. They'll do both as well. I primarily use the red, and now I'm using the black. Then you get into your collet body. That just clamps down on your tungsten. And when you tighten your back cap, that will squeeze it tight and hold it at the stick out you desire. So the rule of thumb with your stick out of your torch, that's an insulator. It goes on the gas lens cup. So you got your cup. I'm using a number 7, so 7/16, 11 mil. You don't pull these apart very often. I'm using a 26 style torch. It's not a flexi head, it's just a rigid. It works fine. It's good for 200 amps. Torches do vary for your amperage ranges. If you want to get more in depth with that, I've just written some notes here. Any of the stuff I'm going over, check out on YouTube, Welding Tips and Tricks. Jody does awesome stuff. Probably the best welder. Disclaimer, I'm not the best welder. I know a little bit, probably a B grade welder. Probably similar to my sidecar riding. Just a B grade, there are levels to this, and you will get schooled. But these guys are pretty gun welders. Also the Fabricator series, that's another one. If you want to go into more depth into any of the stuff I talk about, check these guys out. If you follow their channels, they're really good. So rule the stick out. Stick out equals about your cup diameter. So you can run up to about 11 mil on this stick out for your tungsten electrode. And it decides to come out. Stuck now. So yeah, stick out is about 11 mil. Flow rates. This is 7 to 10 litres a minute. That's all you need with the gas lens. That's all you really need. If you watch a lot of these American videos, they're talking CFH, cubic feet per hour. Divide that, that's the conversion rate. So you're talking about half. They'll be talking 20 CFH, it's actually about 10. Amps, this will get you out of most situations. 20 amps per millimetre of thickness. That's a pretty good rule of thumb. Or 1 amp per thou of an inch. This bike I was doing 65 thou tube and 83 thou tube, and I was on 65 and about 80, 84 or something. So it's a really good rule, that 1 amp. Helmet, I use a Miller Digital Elite. I only use it for TIG welding. I didn't use it for anything else. I want a clear screen. I won't grind with it. I won't do stick. I won't do MIG. Purely for TIG. These cost about $500 or so. Really good helmet. Look after them. Always put them in the sleeve. Try not to scratch them. Keep them away from grinding dust. That's my tip, and you'll get quite a long life out of them. The shade on these, it's all digital actually. Shade 10 will get you out of most situations. It's good for anything really, up to 150 amps, so shade 10 on your helmet. And probably the most important thing is PPE, it's gloves. I use Uni-Big gloves. These are really good for heat. You can see how distorted the fingers are. So they're probably good for that guy out of Scary Movie, you know, Take My Strong Hand. So they do withstand heat very well. These total tools, I think they're about $20 or something. But invest in a really good set of gloves, guys. The TIG does emit UV and so ultraviolet and infrared rays, and you can get cancers if you don't use gloves. So highly likely. These are an old set of gloves I retired. I use them now just for working on the grinder or on the linisher or something. So don't throw them out, you can repurpose them. I don't use them anymore for welding, they've got holes in them, but quite good to save you getting bitten or a braise, like, you know, getting sores off the linisher if it decides to bite you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The welder that I use is just an eBay welder that I bought second hand. It's $800 for the whole kit, trolley and everything. You don't need the best welder if you're starting out. Just get yourself a second hand one or something if you like. You know, you don't need a Kempe $7,000 welder. You know, that sort of professional stuff. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you want any of the sort of rules here, just hit pause, and they work. Pretty general applications, they work for pretty much anything. If you want to get more in depth, check these guys out, they're always good. Good to learn plenty of stuff, that's where I get a lot of my information from. I'll just repeat it and parrot it. Saves you going through 10 videos, it's all there. So, no worries guys, you have a good day, enjoy your Easter, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers, bye.